Hi everyone. So today we will be moving on to our next topic, and that is going to be about ratios, rates, and conversions. Our goal will be to find ratios and rates and also to convert units and rates. Okay, so let's start with our important vocab words first. So first thing we have to discuss is what we call as the ratio. So a ratio is a comparison between two quantities, and those two numbers are getting compared by division. So you can imagine for every A unit of a certain quantity, you have B units of another quantity. Okay, a rate, on the other hand, is a ratio that compares quantities measured in different units. Okay, they should be in different units. So for example, miles per hour. Miles is a unit of distance, hour is a unit of time. So that is an example of rate. And then a unit rate is a rate, so it's a ratio that compares quantities in different measurements, different units, and it has a denominator of 1. So let's say, for example, we have 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So that is what we call as a unit rate. Okay? So let's try to compare some unit rates. So let's say you are shopping for t-shirts, and this is something that a lot of you probably like doing. And of course, when we are going to stores, we always look for the best deal. So which of these stores offer the best deal? So store A sells, you have to pay $25 for 2 shirts. Store B, on the other hand, you can get 4 shirts for $45, and the last one, you get 3 shirts for $30. So which of the 3 offers the best deal? So for us to be able to determine that, we need to find the cost. Okay, so it will be the cost per shirt. Okay, so that will be our basis here. So it will be the cost, so the amount, over the number of shirts. And as we have mentioned earlier, when we talk about ratio and rates, it involves division. Okay, so let's try to see how what is the rate for store A. So for store A, we have $25 for 2 shirts. So how much is that? We can say that that's $12.50 per shirt. Okay, that's the amount, that's the cost of each shirt. For store B, on this case, you have $45, and there will be 4 t-shirts in there. And so if you do your division, it's going to be $11.25. While the third store, I'm going to be writing over here, it's going to be $30 for 3 shirts, and this is not a hard division. It's going to be $10 per shirt. So if you are looking for the best deals, our best option will be store C. Okay, that's an application of knowing how to work on rates. So we have a second problem here, and I would like you to try out this one on your own. Go ahead. All right, so if you work this problem out, you will have to be comparing the population over the square miles, okay? Because we need to find which city had greater number of people per square mile. So if you do your computation for both Bellingham and Bakersfield, you will see that Bellingham has more people per square mile at 2,935 people, while Bakersfield, California only has 2,613 people per square mile. Okay, and so let's move on to the next example. So converting units. So earlier we have mentioned in the definitions about a unit rate. So a conversion factor is actually a ratio of 2 equivalent measures in different units. Okay, and so we'll get some examples here in the next couple of clicks. Okay, so what is the given amount converted to the given units? So 330 minutes, and we need to convert it to hours. So as you can see, both of these units are units of time, only that they are of different measures. So the other one is in minutes, the other one is in hours. So how do we convert this? So first thing, we need to make sure that we know how many minutes in an hour or how many hours in a minute. Now we know that minutes is the smaller unit of time. So we know that there are in 1 hour, that is equivalent to 60 minutes, okay? And so if we are going to work out the conversion for this, we are given 330 minutes. What you can do is to multiply it by a unit factor, our conversion factor. So we will multiply it, let me not use x in there because I don't want you getting confused with the variable x. Okay, so we will just use a parenthesis as our multiplier, okay? So 330 minutes, you have your multiplier, your conversion factor. So you write the conversion 1 hour 60 minutes. Now you always have to remember, whatever is the given unit, that needs to be in the denominator of your conversion factor. And so since minutes is given, so we will have minutes here in the denominator, and our desired factor unit, I would say, is now in hours. And so we fill in the conversion between hours and units, and we know that for every hour there are 60 minutes, okay? And so since we are multiplying this numbers here, so 330 minutes multiplied by an hour divided by 60 minutes, the minutes unit gets canceled. Minutes divided by minutes is equal to 1. So you are ending up with 330 hour divided by 60, and that is going to be equivalent to, so it's equal to 5.5 hours. Okay, let's have another example. So in this case, we need to convert 15 kilograms to grams. Okay, so in this scenario, you are given kilograms, so we have 15 kilograms. So our conversion factor, so we will use our parenthesis here, we are given kilograms, and where do we put that? That will go in the denominator, okay? And then our desired unit is grams. Now, if you're familiar with the metric system uses those prefixes kilo, milli, centi, and they are all powers of 10. So the conversion of metric system is very easy because you just have to be multiplying or dividing by powers of 10. Now, for the case of kilograms and grams, kilo is 1,000, okay? So it means that 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. And so applying kilogram divided by kilogram, that's going to be 1, all right? And so we will have 15 times 1,000, the whole thing divided by 1. So 15 kilograms is actually equal to 15,000 grams. All right. So for the next two examples here, try this one out on your own and figure out what will be the equivalent, or sorry, the conversions for the other two examples. Go ahead. So if you will be changing 5 feet 3 inches into all just inches, what we need to convert is just the 5 feet. Okay, because we already have something in inches. So 1 foot, we know that 1 foot is 12 inches. And so converting 5 feet, that will be equivalent to 60 inches. And since the measurement includes an additional 3 inches here, and so the total is 63 inches. And then the last example, 1250 centimeters, you have to change it to meters. 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. And so you will end up having 1250 over 100, which is equivalent to 12.5 meters.